Hey guys, MetalFan220 here, and welcome to this my question and answers thing. I mean, about a week ago I did a little video saying leave your questions, and I'm gonna answer these questions, since I actually have them right here. So I got a lot of cool questions, and I'm just gonna go answer them. I'm just gonna scroll down, just see what you'll ask me. Yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Right. The first thing is, actually, I have 3 questions from King of the Corpses 666. He has 3 questions. He says, first one is top 10 favorite bands of all time. Wow, that's a tough one, dude. Let's see, top 10 favorite bands. Now, I don't think this isn't in any order from best to worst, least, best, great to least, or something. I'll just say about the 10 bands I listen to the most. Iron Maiden, Slipknot, Dream Theater, Trivium, trying to think, sorry, Megadeth, Cannibal Corpse, Machine Head, The Children of Bodom, Avenged Sevenfold, and Metallica. I think those could be my top 10 bands. It's tough to think of the top 10 bands, but I think those are bands I listen to the most. I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah. The second question, you said best concert that you've ever been to. For me, probably it was last summer. I seen Iron Maiden for the very first time, where they had Alice Cooper opening up. It was a fucking amazing concert, where Iron Maiden had sort of the Made in England tour, sort of similar to Seventh Son, the Seventh Son. It was one of the best concerts I've ever went to, that's for sure. And your last thing he asks, he says, what was the first metal band that you have ever discovered? Well, for me, it was probably Korn, to be honest. I think I was around 2007, 2006, 2007, when I heard, I think it was Twisted Transistor on the radio. This was around the time they had See You on the Other Side. You know, I was really big into new metal bands at that point. I know it was out since like around near the beginning of the 2000s. And I was really big into those new metal bands, such as, you know, like Korn, Slipknot, System of a Down, Linkin Park, stuff like that. I was really big into that. So yeah, Korn was one of the first metal bands. So it's also later discovered more metal bands along the way. So yeah, there you go. Right. Let's see. Next question. It's from Tim P. Warrior. He asks, Swedish death metal or Florida death metal? Both. Well, both. Because I really like the mainly Florida death metal was the first death metal I listened to, like Cannibal Corpse. Well, technically they're from New York, but they say they're from Tampa. And also Death, Deicide, Morbid Angel, Obituary. I think that would also influence the Swedish death metal bands like In Flames, Amon Amarth, Dark Tranquillity, At the Gates, stuff like that. So I do like both. Both are pretty fucking awesome. Alright, next question's from Celia Music Review. She said, how old were you when you really got into music, and how has your taste changed over the years? Well, I got into music, well, I can't believe I'm saying this. The first time I actually listened to any music was I was like 5 years old. At the time, this was around 99, 5 or 6, around 1999, 2000. For some reason, sadly, I fucking liked all that Disney pop bullshit with fucking Backstreet Boys and all that shit. Can't believe I'm saying this. That was very young at the time. It wasn't until when I got older that I started getting into more heavier stuff like metal and shit. And I was really just like different types of metal. I was just a metal head, but as I'm getting older now and maturing, I start getting into more other shit, you know, like rap, some hip hop, and a little bit of pop punk. Mainly I've seen some friends who like it. So yeah, I think my taste has changed. I think when the older you get, the more your taste can change. So I think that sort of answers your question. All right. Next question's from Ultimate Legend. He says he has 2 questions here. He says, bands you feel are underrated. Let's see, Dream Theater, Iced Earth, Halloween, In Flames, Overkill, Exodus, Testament. Probably Volbeat are pretty good. And Anthrax. Yeah, I think those are some bands that are feel that they're very underrated. And he says, favorite non-metal genre? Well, I don't listen to it. Well, I do like metal, but I don't listen. That's not the only thing I listen to. I feel like my username, Metal Fan 2B0, is a bit irrelevant. But despite most of the shit I listen to is about metal, it takes up like 90% of my stuff. So I do like some rap. I like the old school rap, like, you know, like Cypress Hill, Public Enemy are pretty good. Not that shitty Lil Wayne bullshit that sucks dick now. And I like certain pop punk, not a whole lot. I like Blink-182, mainly their older stuff. Not so much a fan of their newer stuff. But yeah, and I like some older Green Day. Yeah, it's pretty. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, so that's pretty much like my non-metal genre that I like. Right. Next question is from the Autistic School Demo. He has 4 questions. First he asks, will you review Metallica's discography? Well, I already did it. Yeah, you have to go search my channel, go under my playlists, and look at Metallica reviews, and I did it. So there you go. He says, do you play video games? I used to a very long time ago. I used to have a PlayStation 2. I used to play a lot of old school games. I used to have this thing where you play old Sonic the Hedgehog games. Like, I do like Sonic the Hedgehog. I think I did one video where I showed my comic books from my closet, and I used to play all these Genesis games. So yeah, and I liked playing Sly Cooper. That's pretty much my favorite game. And Kingdom Hearts. I pretty much liked playing those. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I really wanted to get the PS3, but now they have the PS4. Like, I've seen this thing where the PS4 versus Xbox One. I do want to get that, but I'm broke right now, and I really wanted to play video games. I feel like the urge to play it again, so I do like playing video games. It's been a very long time. So yeah, the next question you asked is black metal or death metal? Well, mainly I like death metal, but I do like some black metal, like Dimmu Borgir, Emperor, and Mayhem. There's some I like some black metal, but I'm not a devil worshiper. I don't worship Satan. I think it's pretty fucking badass, dude. So yeah, so I do like both, to be honest. That answers your question. And your last question asks, top 5 favorite movies. Well, that's a tough one. I don't really have any top 5 movies because there's a lot I really like. Let's see, I really like Ace Ventura's Pet Detective with Jim Carrey. I really like the scene with Cannibal Corpse. That's pretty much one of my favorite movies. I really like Harry Potter. Those are my favorite Harry Potter is some of my favorite movies, and I like reading the books. And I have some video games as well I have for my computer. Let's see. I like the Home Alone, the original with Macaulay Culkin. That's one of my favorite holiday movies, especially the first 2. The fourth one, and I really liked Harold and Kumar. It's pretty funny. And I really wanted to, and the 5th movie was, I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard it's pretty good, called This Is the End, where I had a bunch of celebrities as playing fictional versions of themselves, pretending it's the world, and I've heard it's really good. So yeah, that's my top 5 movies. I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah. Next question's from Tim P. Warrior. Yeah, another question from him. He says, what do you think of Dethklok? I think Dethklok are fucking awesome, dude. I really like out of all their albums, and I really enjoy watching Metalocalypse. That's one of my favorite shows I like watching. So yeah, I do think they're pretty awesome band. Yeah. Alright, next question's from Erpo Jormanian. Man, I probably might have butchered it. Sorry, dude. He asked, what is your opinion on heavy metal dying topic? People expect Metallica to release a new album that defines the genre. Your thoughts? Let's see. Mainly, I think it's because I think people think, I think there's a point where metal starts to, like, it's starting to fade away. Like, there was a point in the 1980s and stuff where it's very popular, pure and stuff. Like you can see it's stuff that's on MTV now, but nowadays you see, like, it's starting, nobody seems to care about it anymore. It's sort of becoming more underground, where people tend to not give a shit. Like, the only time it sort of gets mainstream is if it's fucking negative and shit, but I thought, like, there's people thinking that there's nothing new coming out, but I think there should be, like I thought, I see new subgenres and subgenres evolving from those subgenres, so I think there should be some new metal bands coming out soon that could sort of make an impact on the metal scene. So I think that could be it. That's really what I think about it. So yeah. Next question's from Papercut Park 101. He asks, "What is your favorite album of all time?" Well, that's a really tough one, because I have, like, there's so many to choose from, but to have like a favorite album, well, I don't really know, dude. I don't really know what to say, dude. That's a tough one. I guess for right now, I'll probably, like, the album I'm listening to, I'll tell you about one for right now. I'd probably have to say, Rest in Peace by Megadeth. I think that's a pretty good album. One of the landmark albums of thrash metal, in my opinion. It's a really great album from start to finish. I think so. It's really hard to choose, but yeah, that's one question. Okay, last question is from Cannibal Ellis. He says, "What are your top 5 favorite metal bands?" I think I already answered this, but I did top 10, but I'll do top 5. Slipknot, Iron Maiden, Dream Theater, Trivium, and Megadeth. Those could be my top 5 bands I listen to the most. So yeah, those are the question and answers videos. I think I might have rambled on about some shit, but yeah, thanks for all the questions. I really appreciate it. So yeah, see ya.